Attention readers and leaders, world-renowned author Jordan Wells has teamed up with Hip Hop News Uncensored for a special offer just for you. That's right, I want everybody listening under the sound of my voice to click on the link at the top line of the description box and make sure you go grab yourself one of his many books right now. I'm guaranteeing you this book, any one of these books, will change your life and the way that you see things. The link is at the top of the description box. Ready, set, go! Interested in promoting your brand, business, or talent on Hip Hop News Uncensored? Hit me up right now at advertise@hiphopun.com.
Let's talk about I'm gonna talk about the Kodak Black situation, man, because it was kind of speculative the other night. After a shooting that happened, I guess Kodak Black was more mainly denying it. Well, authorities have pretty much came out and said that Kodak Black and his entourage, they left a show. They stopped at McDonald's and they said that's where he and his security were ambushed by at least one gunman in the parking lot of the McDonald's. And yeah, now the police say they can't confirm it was a targeted hit and they just missed their target. So they were trying to pretty much kill Kodak Black. And we see this probably 10 to 15 times in hip hop where they're leaving club, wherever, a venue, people follow them, they open fire. We've seen a couple rappers die this year from situations just like that. So it's a target on these dudes' back at the end of the day. But like many people on the show came and said, a lot of it is self-inflicted with the gang activity, them going at each other on the tracks. Everybody's not just going to keep it on. Not even say this has got anything to do with that, but everybody's not going to keep it on wax. Some people out there jealous. It's a lot of different factors that could have went into why he was a targeted hit in this situation. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, to be honest with you, man. I think it's going to keep getting more violent, and as the streets and hip hop, spill over into each other.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people are trying to say right now that this is industry related. Obviously, with some people throwing threats his way on social media and saying some things on the phone and going at it and doing all that. So now they linking that up. And if that is the case, it won't be hard because you don't put all the fucking evidence on social media and shit. But we'll see. Like the Big U said a couple days ago, anything these young boys say nowadays, I believe them.
Mm-hmm.
When they got God knows what in their system, when they living in a day and age where this phone is God and it does with everything, whatever, it pushes the pendulum wherever it needs to be pushed, and you got something to prove, so to speak, or you think, man, you liable to do any fucking thing, man. So Kodak Black, man, somebody that I know I've personally rooted for, even though he's done some nut bullshit. He's a young bull, and it doesn't look like he's about to change his ways anytime soon. I'm glad he's good. But at the same time, like you said, man, I don't see this ending anytime soon. It does look like the streets and hip hop have just evolved over time, and now we getting to see it firsthand, and it's crazy, man.
It's more dangerous than ever. Then you got, it's like you dissing somebody, and now you got to pass through their city. Most of these rappers from Atlanta, L.A., New York, you know what I mean? I should say Texas,
business,
right? Yeah. It's like you gotta go through these areas to pick up that bag. You can't avoid it like certain places. Like you ain't really necessarily got to go to Philly no more. You can and go there, but you ain't necessarily got to go to spots like that. You got to hit New York. You got to hit Miami, L.A., Atlanta, Houston. You got to hit these different spots. And when you're there, and it's like, all right, you come with your entourage, but look, you in their city. Fuck your entourage. You might got 20 dudes. They might come with a whole hood of 100 people that come through. And we heard even Trick talking about it, even Big U coming out, bringing the whole sets or whatever out there to check these dudes because they didn't fucking check in. So you ain't safe. That's why it's crazy to me how a guy like 6ix9ine can find so much. You never heard this happening to him. Not that I say I want anybody to do this to him, but you never hear about stuff like this happening. Probably because he's running with the official feds. But I don't know, man. I just hope that none of these guys get gunned down anymore as a result of this. But you what you say with your tongue, man. Sometimes you got to eat that. If you on track on wax, you're going at each other's throats and stuff. We know that niggas is killing nowadays. Forget the small talk. Niggas is going straight for that heat.
Yeah, you know the difference between 6ix9ine and like a Kodak in that situation, because they both got security. One got a higher level of security than another. But I was reading a story that they stopped and went to get some food. They were hearing that shit was hot for Kodak. So they had wind of what was going on in the streets. They knew that it was some danger maybe around the corner. And they didn't want him to go inside. They wanted somebody else to go inside for him. he was in a situation where he was straight and he went inside, he showed his face, and there it was. You know what I'm saying? He got into a situation. So the difference between him and a 6'9", 6'9" is going to have 87,000 security guards around him. And because he's not about that life where Kodak Black lives it, walks it, talks it's been there, he going to walk into a motherfucking store because that's what he just does. And it automatically puts a target on your back, but this is the life they live, man. I don't want to see nothing happen to any of these brothers, man. But to say that it won't again in 2021 and beyond is crazy. It's gonna happen.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it, man. I just hope that these guys, just walk correctly and just be smarter out there with what they say and what they do. That's all we can say, man.
Indeed, man.
Definitely. But you said T.I. and Tiny, man, have responded. They need to shut the hell up, man. They really do.
Let me see what they saying, man. T.I. and Tiny. Now, it was some new allegations coming out with them. It seems like it's some new allegations every 5 days. Now, on April 6th, following 3 new sexual assault allegations from as many women, T.I. and Tiny's lawyer, Steve Sedal, has officially issued a statement on behalf of his clients. The Harrises are still waiting for the accusers to reveal themselves publicly. Sedal explained, speaking with Billboard, by continuing to hide behind anonymous allegations, the unnamed accusers effectively rendered themselves not credible and unworthy of belief. We say, let the light shine on their identities so we can go about disproving these I don't even know what the fuck that word says. These crazy allegations, a T.I. word he just put in there. Though the 3 women have opted to remain anonymous, Page 6 reports that they have enlisted attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn, who has been representing several of the women, leveling accusations against the Harrises. The same report cites a statement from Blackburn's spokesman in which a 20-year-old woman claims the couple, quote, unquote, pulled out a pill and forced her to swallow it at a nightclub in 2010. The woman claims that she was later taken into a hotel in South Beach, forced to take powdered substance from T.I.'s finger and forcibly undressed by Tiny. I will not go any further. Y'all get the fucking drift.
Yeah, and that's a huge, man, because like we had Boyce Watkins, Dr. Boyce Watkins, excuse me, he was on here and he was essentially saying the same thing. It's like, let us scrutinize the people out there. How you going to be hiding now? Let's see who you are so we could dig in your background and see what your character is. That's what happens in court. When you go to court, they're allowed to look into the character, of the accused and the accuser. You know what I mean? If some shit gonna come out to say, okay, this person may be sketchy, this person did this in the past, we need to know. We need to know the people who are making these allegations against them, because and another thing that I'm hating to see is that if we don't automatically believe these people, these anonymous people now, that we're made to seem like we're against, things that happen to people and we're insensitive. But none of that. It's just like we've seen this play before, and I want to see more evidence. You can't just come out and say something about somebody. I don't care if it's 100 people without showing me evidence. Now, if you got some evidence and you say, okay, this and this and this happened, then okay, we go from there. Right now, it's just their word against their word. Now, on T.I.'s page today, he posted up something up there. He said Sabrina Peterson court posting fake T.I. and Tiny victims. I didn't dig too much into it, but this is the type of thing that's going on. You know what I mean? It's a hearsay. This person saying this person saying that. So until I see more evidence, I think this is all right now.